Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they...
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gore. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And able to find Dorsett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and goal, Gore. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Rodgers. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Inside. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Inside. 55.
Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hogan. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Rodgers now going to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Bryant is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Gore hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So we're at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21. Yard line.
Yellow.
Yo.
Hey, Ridley.
Slip. Hey, watch it. Be calm. 132 fight.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Attack, attack! Hey, 43, 43, 15. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He lets it fly from Lockett. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Texans, first down.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, blue lane.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Hey, 43.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Easy, easy, easy.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come back. Check, Mike, 54. Yellow, yellow.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
55. Watch the run. They're running, man.
trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Mahomes now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Hey, defense, let go. Hey, Mike's 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
15.
Check. Watch 54. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 4. Pick me up. Here we go.
Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Check 50. Kill.
They run with Pumphrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the run, it's Pumphrey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Gore back there is the lone setback. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go. It's Gore. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
18.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Danny.
26.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
Hey, 43.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. Gore, a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Watch twist.
Gore again here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Watch the twist. 49. Check 49.
Hey, Taylor.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
Here we go.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike.
18.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Jump out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And he finds Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15 and a first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Amendola's got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Rodgers will try again on second down. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Houston, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to